I thought I'd won. Sitting in the lawyer's office, the heavy wood desk between us, I felt that gnawing hunger I'd lived with all my life finally quiet down. Everything had been arranged exactly as I wanted. Dad's estate divided, the old house sold, and most importantly, Mom's ring, the one I'd watched her twirl absent-mindedly for years, slated for me. It was a small thing, objectively worthless, but it was my victory flag. The lawyer slid the papers across. "All we need is your signature." The pen was already warm in my hand, but before I touched paper, he coughed, that deliberate throat-clear lawyers do when something unpleasant is coming. "There's just one clause that required unanimous approval." I froze. "Unanimous?" He nodded. "The personal effects. Jewelry, clothing, heirlooms. Your father stipulated they must be distributed by family consensus." I stared at him like he'd spoken another language. Consensus? Consensus meant Abigail. Consensus meant the ghost of every fight we'd ever had. Consensus meant the ring wasn't mine until she said so. "Where is she?" I asked, my voice like sandpaper. He looked uncomfortable. "She came earlier. Left her response with us." I wanted to scream, but instead, I waited as he pulled a sealed envelope from a drawer. My name on the front, in her handwriting. I ripped it open. Inside was one sentence, written with that infuriating calm she always carried like armor. "You may have the ring, but you'll wear it knowing I gave it to you." I laughed too loudly for the room. The lawyer shifted in his chair. She wasn't fighting me, not really. She was twisting the knife in the only way she knew how. She wanted me to choke every time I slid the ring on my finger, to remember that my victory came stamped with her mercy. I signed anyway. My signature bled across the page, jagged and ugly, but final. The lawyer looked relieved. That night, I held the ring under the kitchen light. My hands were trembling, not from guilt, not from grief, but from the sheer unfairness of her final move. She'd taken the shine from it. No matter how tightly I clenched my fist, I could still feel her fingerprints pressed into the metal. And that's when it hit me. In the end, she didn't need the ring. She had me, because every time I look at it, I don't see Mom. I see her smile, her note, her victory wrapped around my finger.